So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Z's World. So today I'm just going over a few things that I found with the rs4 Sport Flux. It's from HPI. I haven't done a video in a long time with everything that's been going on in work. I've been so busy, so I'm trying to get back into it. So I want to just show you a couple of things that have gone on with this car that I had a decent amount of issues with, like rounding out spur gears and doing all kinds of stuff like that. I found one issue that it took me a long time to find it, but it had really rounded off a ring gear and pinion gear in the differential, and I'm going to show you what I did to try to counter that from happening again. So just give me a few minutes. I'm going to take the body off and take the bottom panel off, and I'll give you a look. Okay, so the first thing that I did when I purchased this car, I drove it, and immediately the tires and the rims I got rid of immediately, because the tires that came with this car were just not good at all. So then I upgraded and I put on a set of John's BSR racing tires. I put on the front set, which is a little bit thinner. This is an extra rear set that I have to hold on to, and I put the rears on. The rears are a little bit wider. It actually tells you right there they're 45 millimeters. I put those on because this car has no traction out of the box. Like you punch it, it goes all over the place. These tires happen to stick pretty good. They're made of like I can't even describe the compound, maybe like a spongy type compound. Maybe you guys can list in the comments what you think that compound is. I forget exactly what it is. It says drag carbon, but I don't know if that's what that's made out of. Maybe somebody can let me know. So I put those on, immediately helped the grip. But then after driving it for a little while, things started happening. First thing that happened is the spur gears. The spur gear on the center drive shaft is plastic, and it just gets destroyed, you know, with the mesh and everything like that. Plus I think a lot of the factor is the heat. This car gets very warm and I believe it heats up the plastic, and then the metal pinion gear then just wipes out the spur gear, and then that's all she wrote. So it took me a while to get back into the game, but then I found this from Speed Tech RC, and it's a part number SPV-0005, and it's for the HPI Racing rs4 Sport 3 and the Flux. And it's a hardened stainless steel spur gear, 66 tooth, and it's a 48 pitch. So I mounted that onto this drive shaft, and so I did that recently. But before I was even able to do this, I noticed that on the differential, if you could see, if I get my big head out of the way in the shadow, the differential gears, they got messed up as well. And what I noticed, if you could see down in there, let's see if I can point it. I put a little shim or washer to keep this gear meshed well with the ring gear. And so far that pinion and ring gear look good. If I had the old one on me, I would show it to you guys. The teeth were rotted off, so you'd accelerate and you'd hear a grinding sound, and I always thought it was the spur gear not meshed right with the pinion gear. So I was always worried about this, and then obviously I got this now, but prior to that I always thought that was the issue. I was like, oh, I can't take this truck, I'm not going to drive it anymore, and this car, and I'm not going to drive it anymore. But then I was like, my friend happened to grab the rear wheels one day when I brought it in and try to spin them, and you hold one to spin the other, and you can actually feel the grinding. So what we decided to do is we replaced the two bearings that are in there that hold that spot, and then we added that washer right behind that ring gear or pinion gear. And sure enough, it keeps that mesh nice and tight. So I drove it now about 3 or 4 runs, and I haven't had an issue yet with noise, and it has not rounded anything off yet. I could do the same for the front, but as of right now, I don't think that gets a lot of the torque. Most of the rear gets the initial impact, and that's what was rounding off these gears. So the front does not seem to be an issue yet, but I can easily put another little washer in there to keep that gear closer to the ring gear. So all in all, the car is in pretty good shape. I'm going to take it out in another run in a little while. Maybe I'll put that on this video, or maybe I'll just show a separate video of it driving. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips because I like this car, but it was frustrating me so much to the point where I wanted to just get a Traxxas Fortec 2.0, but now the 3.0s are out. But I really like this car. It drives really nice, especially now with the tires. You can actually enjoy it and take turns with it, and it doesn't just skid out every single time you use it. So that's pretty much all it for today. I plan on doing more videos as the times go on. It's just that between work and everything in the house, I haven't had a chance to really go into many more things that I like to do. I put new tires on the Rustler. I want to test those out. They're a little bit on the bigger side, but we're going to see how that truck runs. And pretty much all my other cars, I have to get the Max back out again. And I haven't, and just because it's been a while, I haven't shown you guys. I recently put a hard body on the Jeep that I had. It originally had a white body. You've probably seen it in some of the videos. And then I recently just got a Wraith not too long ago, and I built this thing all up. It's got, you know, all the Vanquish goodies except for the plastic housing I still have. Yeah, racing shocks with 60 weight oil, and a couple little other goodies. You know, nothing crazy. This has a hobby wing. 3,300 in it, I believe, or no, 33 or 20, no, 2,200. I put a smaller setup on that because I like to crawl slow. And then on the Bomber, I was able to get my hands on a set of Curry Rock Jocks, which I absolutely love. I got them used because you can't even get them anymore. They're very, very hard to find. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm hopefully going to crank out some more videos for you guys and give you some more intel on anything that I find that I do. All right, so thank you for tuning in. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Thank you.